The year is 2025. The world hums with the relentless pulse of technology, every second measured, every moment cataloged. Cities glow with the light of a million screens, and the boundaries between the digital and the real have blurred almost beyond recognition. Humanity stands at the edge of a new era, convinced that every secret has been uncovered, every shadow illuminated by the glow of data. Our world, saturated with data, believes itself to have mapped every mystery. Algorithms predict our desires, satellites scan every inch of the Earth, and artificial intelligence weaves together the tapestry of our lives. The illusion of omniscience is comforting, until it is shattered. But on a crisp autumn day, that certainty shattered with a single cryptic post from Elon Musk. The world paused, breath held, as a simple message hinted at something unimaginable lurking beneath the surface of our mapped reality. The post was brief, almost teasing, but it set off a chain reaction. Within minutes, hashtags trended, newsrooms scrambled, and curiosity ignited like wildfire. What had Musk found? What secret could possibly remain in a world so thoroughly surveilled? Grainy drone footage, haunting, inexplicable, thrust the legend of Mel's Hole from internet obscurity into the global spotlight. The video, shaky and raw, showed a place that seemed to defy the laws of nature and the reach of technology. The footage showed a darkness so deep, even the most advanced lights failed to penetrate it. The abyss swallowed every attempt to reveal its secrets, leaving only questions and a sense of primal unease. Billions watched, captivated as technology confronted something that defied explanation. The world, so used to instant answers, was left in suspense, united by a sense of wonder and fear. Was this a marketing stunt, a deepfake, or something more? Experts debated, skeptics scoffed, and believers whispered about ancient legends and government secrets. The ambiguity only fueled the fire. Online forums exploded with theories, and every new detail was dissected in real time. The world was hooked, desperate for answers. Musk, the man who promised Mars, had instead pointed us into an abyss on our own planet, reminding us that true mysteries still exist. In a world obsessed with progress, the unknown had returned, darker, deeper, and more compelling than ever before. Long before the internet, Mel's Hole was pure American folklore, whispered in diners, rooted in the wilds of Washington. The legend spoke of a perfectly circular, bottomless pit, so unnatural it defied geology. Animals avoided it, silence hung heavy around its rim. Tales grew, objects vanished without a sound, radios picked up bizarre signals, and a dead dog returned alive. The hole became a canvas for our deepest fears, a place where physics and reason broke down. No photos, no proof, just a ghostly legend more real in the mind than on any map. Even in a mapped world, the allure of a true mystery, a literal rabbit hole, remained irresistible. The myth exploded in 1997, when Mel Waters called Art Bell's Coast to Coast AM. Calm and methodical, Mel described lowering over 80,000 feet of fishing line into the pit, never hitting bottom. This claim transformed a local curiosity into a national obsession. Mel's stories grew stranger, resurrected animals, radio anomalies, and finally, government agents who paid him to disappear. The government cover-up twist explained why no one else could find the hole. Mel claimed to return, only to find the site erased. His tale became a web of impossible physics and deep-state intrigue. Mel Waters faded, but the legend he sparked became immortal. Mel's Hole was now etched into modern folklore. For years, Mel's Hole was internet lore, until Musk's cryptic post in 2025. He shared coordinates pointing to Manistash Ridge, Washington. Within a day, SpaceX launched Project Abyss, a live drone feed from a remote wooded site. The drones, custom-built and bristling with sensors, converged on a perfect black void. Why would Musk, a man obsessed with Mars, chase a terrestrial myth? Some called it a publicity stunt, others saw a genuine quest for the unknown. The livestream shattered records, uniting millions in curiosity. Musk had turned a campfire story into a global scientific event. The world watched as folklore met technology in real time. The drone descent was pure suspense, a slow plunge into darkness. The hole matched the legend, 9 feet wide, edges glassy and sharp, a perfect black circle. The walls were smooth, seamless, and absorbed all light. Sensors showed a cool, unchanging temperature, defying geology. The shaft was perfectly vertical, with no end in sight. Then came the audio, a strange, low-frequency hum, unidentifiable and unsettling. The drones passed 10,000, 20,000, then 50,000 feet, still no bottom. The depth counter became an obsession for millions. No secret base, no civilization, just endless, inexplicable depth. The footage confirmed the myth's most impossible claim. The hole seemed truly bottomless. Scientists pored over the drone data, scrutinizing every frame and data point for clues. The findings, instead of providing answers, only deepened the mystery surrounding Mel's Hole. The footage revealed strange patterns in the rock strata, and the sensors picked up anomalies that defied conventional geological understanding. Teams worked around the clock, comparing the drone's readings to known geological databases, but nothing matched. The more they looked, the more questions emerged. Samples, retrieved from the shaft's walls, were unlike anything the scientists had ever seen. The material was an unknown glassy metallic solid, neither volcanic glass nor any terrestrial mineral. Its composition was so foreign that even advanced spectrometers struggled to identify its elements. Some speculated it could be meteoritic or even synthetic, but no known process could explain its formation deep underground. Even more baffling was the magnetic data. The shaft acted as a magnetic null zone, completely blocking Earth's magnetic field. Instruments that should have registered a strong signal instead showed nothing, as if the hole itself was absorbing or redirecting the field. It behaved like a natural Faraday cage, preventing electromagnetic waves from passing through. This phenomenon had never been observed in a natural setting before. Air samples collected from deep within the shaft revealed another surprise. They contained ancient noble gases, isotopes that suggested the air had been trapped for millions of years, far older than the surrounding rock layers. This hinted at a history for the hole that predated the local geology, raising questions about its true origin and purpose. In a bold experiment, a drone was released from 80,000 feet to free fall into the shaft. As it descended, its sensors recorded wild fluctuations, spikes in radiation, temperature, and pressure, before all signals abruptly vanished. There was no impact detected, no crash, just a sudden disappearance as if the drone had slipped out of existence. The mounting evidence pointed away from any natural explanation. The shaft's properties, its materials, its magnetic anomalies, and its effect on technology suggested something artificial, or perhaps a phenomenon beyond current scientific understanding. Theories ranged from secret military experiments to extraterrestrial involvement, but none could be proven. The official report, stamped with the highest level of classification, concluded that Mel's Hole was a geological and physical anomaly of the highest order. It recommended further investigation, but warned that the site defied all known scientific principles. Technology, instead of solving the mystery, had only made it deeper. Every new discovery led to more confusion, and the team was left with more questions than answers. What began as a local legend had now become a scientific enigma, one that challenged the very limits of human knowledge and imagination. Dr. Eris Thorne, folklorist, saw Mel's Hole as a living myth, not a relic. Musk's expedition didn't kill the legend, it evolved it. The drone became the hero's steed, venturing into the underworld for all to see. The bottomless pit is a universal symbol, a gateway to the unknown, chaos, or other realms. Musk played the modern bard, amplifying the myth for a global audience. The ambiguity of the footage is crucial. A solved mystery would end the story. Instead, the inexplicable findings keep the legend alive and growing. Technology hasn't replaced myth, it's become its most powerful new ingredient. The legend is now stronger than ever. Technologically, the Mel's Hole mission was groundbreaking. Dr. Lena Petrova, aerospace engineer, called it an inverted space mission, facing immense pressure, signal loss, and total darkness. The drones used advanced power and experimental communication, possibly quantum or neutrino-based. The sacrificed drone's data, an impossible gravitational spike, baffled all models. Some speculated micro-singularities or exotic matter. None could explain the readings. The mission proved the viability of deep-penetration drone swarms for future exploration. Mel's Hole became a testbed for technology that could one day explore Europa or Mars. By probing a legend, we advanced the tools for real discovery. As of October 9, 2025, the drones are gone, but a research outpost remains. The landscape is quiet now, but the air still hums with the echoes of unanswered questions. Scientists, explorers, and the curious alike are drawn here, compelled by the promise of discovery and the shadow of legend. The outpost stands as a testament to human curiosity, a fragile foothold on the edge of the unknown. The hole is real, impossibly deep, and profoundly strange. Its presence defies easy explanation, challenging both the tools of science and the boundaries of imagination. No matter how much data is gathered, the sense of awe remains. It is a place where the Earth seems to open up, inviting us to peer into its secrets. Musk's project didn't solve the mystery. It made it undeniable. The world watched as technology met legend, and instead of answers, we found more questions. The scientific community is left grappling with phenomena that don't fit neatly into any textbook, and the public is left to wonder what else might be possible. The line between folklore and science is now blurred. What was once dismissed as a tall tale is now the subject of serious investigation. Ancient stories and cutting-edge research now share the same stage, each offering clues to a puzzle that refuses to be solved. The legend's core claims, impossible depth, strange properties, are now scientific fact. Instruments confirm what stories have whispered for generations. This place is unlike any other. The data is confounding, the measurements unprecedented, and the implications staggering. The journey into Mel's Hole is a journey into ourselves, rational, yet forever drawn to the unknown. We stand at the edge, torn between skepticism and wonder, between what we can prove and what we can only imagine. The hole becomes a mirror, reflecting our deepest hopes and fears about the universe. The data is as wild as the myth, reality, even stranger. Instruments malfunction, readings contradict expectations, and every answer seems to lead to more questions. The scientific process is tested to its limits, and the myth only grows stronger. What other legends might hold truth? If Mel's Hole can cross from myth to reality, what else might be waiting to be discovered? Around the world, other mysteries beckon, their secrets hidden just beneath the surface, waiting for someone brave enough to look. What other mysteries wait beneath our feet? The Earth is full of secrets, caverns unexplored, anomalies undetected, stories untold. Each discovery reminds us how much we have yet to learn, and how much wonder still lies in the shadows. The hole is a permanent question mark, a reminder that some things still lie beyond our maps. It is a symbol of the limits of our knowledge, and the endless possibilities that await those willing to seek. When a hole appears in our story, it invites us to look into the darkness and question everything we thought we knew. It challenges us to embrace uncertainty, to keep searching and to never stop wondering what lies just beyond the horizon.